PrizePicks NBA, let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett from Daily Edge Sports, and I've got 3 picks for you here for PrizePicks NBA action. If you don't have that PrizePicks account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg. Play $5, get $50 instantly. Let's dive in. Let's talk about these 3 picks. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up on the board, and I'm going to give you 3 selections to consider making your lineups for tonight. National Blowout Association strikes again last night. Three games blowout? We had 4. 3 of them blew out. One of them ended was a competitive game with Atlanta and the Pelicans, but ended up losing by 10. But I hope we don't start going down that road again because it just makes for a horrific product to watch when it's not competitive. But anyways, we're going to dive into 3 picks real quick. And I'm going to go to the guy that's just been the absolute wagon since he's been starting here. I'm just going to start with him because until they move his projection up to a point I don't want to play it, I'm just going to keep going back here. 24.5 points and rebounds for Isaiah Hartenstein. Going up against Utah Jazz, I don't mind this. I'm going to keep going back to this. They creep it up. It seems like 1 every day. It opened at 23.5. And Utah is almost dead last in points allowed against the center position. 17th in rebounds. And again, he sees minutes. Rebound chances are amazing. If you look at the last 3 games, 27, 25, and 21 rebound chances. Just absolutely amazing. And he's playing, anywhere from 30 to 36 minutes. And you got to like that. And he's super active on the glass. And, scoring wise as well. I mean, he's shooting since he's been with these last 5 games, 12, 15, 8, 7, and 12. So you have to like that all around. Again, I think I'm going to keep playing this until this is about 20, maybe 26.5 to 27. Then I'll consider maybe looking at the matchup a little bit more. Even though I like this matchup, I think it's a spot you just have to continue to ride this with Hartenstein. And the only thing that's ever going to kill him is foul trouble. And in 3 of these games, he had 5 fouls, 5 fouls, and 5 fouls. And that's really the only thing that I'm really worried about when I look at, Hartenstein. But I still think he gets there. We're going to go Isaiah Hartenstein. More than 24.5 points and rebounds. Let's head over to a PrizePicks projection EV tool, kind of see where we have Hartenstein, where we're at. And as you noticed, we had some consensus lines we put out there. Didn't feel like they were giving us the best edge. So we moved back to Pinnacle as our book of choice. And then if there's no line on Pinnacle that's up at the moment, then it'll move down to another book like FanDuel or, some of the other books that we have. And we have in priority order, Pinnacle being number 1. 24.5 points and rebounds. We get them for just shy of 26, so 1.5 points of discrepancy. FanDuel has it at minus 118 on the over at 24.5. Again, I'm going to continue to ride this thing with Isaiah Hartenstein. Next pick we're going to go to here. One that we got to dive in a little bit more. And let's talk about it. Malik Monk, 16.5 points. This did open up at 15.5. Kind of see what he's done the last 3 games. 27, 29, and 19. Mike Brown come out. He's the coach for Sacramento Kings and said he's going to have a starting position going forward. So that means a few things here. Now let's go look at Malik Monk and see where we have him projected. 16.5 points. We got him projected for almost 18. Minus 132 on the over at the 15.5 at Pinnacle. So both things tick for me. We get the points. We get the plus EV. Overall, I'm going to like this play. Now, again, you might want to argue with me about, he's not going to have the usage with the starting lineup. Completely agree with that. Completely not going to argue with that one bit. But starting lineup, he still played quite a few minutes off the bench. I mean, he would sneak into the 30s at times. But going forward, he's going to be playing 35 to 36 minutes. And in these 3 games, he played 35 to 36 minutes. Again, cleared it easily, 27, 29, 19. If we go back to another game against the Clippers on November 8th, where he played 32 minutes, he put up 17. And then 38 minutes back on the 2nd of November against Toronto. We put up 21. So if we just do a quick filter here, I'll do a filter in the back, and we're just going to put anything more than 30 minutes because he's going to see at least 30, probably going to see 34. Let's just do 34 minutes. I think that's where he's going to be at. And he's cleared it each game last year and this year. If we just look at 2024, all 4 games he's played at least 30 minutes. He has cleared this. 5 games. He's had 5 games where he played 30 more minutes. He's cleared each one of them. So, yeah, it comes to me as more as the volume's going to be there. We're going to see some efficiency, usage go down because, again, he's got to compete with some of these other guys scoring the ball. But he's still going to get up his shots. And 16.5 feels just too low for Monk if you're going to play that dude 35 minutes. He should be able to put up anywhere from 18 to 20 points here. And in this matchup against Houston, I'm not too worried about it. They are a better defensive team. But I think as a whole, I think if you get anything isolated there, spot up shooting with Monk, which, he can drive and do a lot of isolation, get his own shot, I think he'll be fine. So Malik Monk, more than 16.5 points. And then the third pick we're going to go over to Scottie Barnes. Been another kind of cash cow, but his assists have been up at 7.5. I don't know if I like that number now. If we get over to our tool, see where we have Scottie Barnes. And Scottie Barnes, I think the one that's screaming at me right now is rebounds. 8 rebounds. Pinnacle 7.5. It's at -172 on the over on Pinnacle at the 7.5 rebounds. We got him projected for 9.19. I'm going to land on that. I was looking at assists, and we have it a little bit over, but we have the line basically nothing at all right there. So, if you wanted to take a shot at the rebounds and assist at 16, now I don't really. FanDuel has it -130 on the under at the 16.5. So I'm sure the plus EV bettors just decided to bet it down because they saw that. But I still think you're fine betting at 16 rebounds and assist over, honestly. If we just looking at the projection that we have, 16.82 adding up the rebounds and assist, we're going to go over that. So I don't mind if you want to go rebounds and assist over 16. I'm probably going to just take the rebounds here since they're at the 8. If it does move to 8.5 or something, then I would head on over and take the rebounds and assist for Scottie Barnes. But as long as Quickly is out of the lineup for him, it's a spot where I'm going to just continue to ride Scottie Barnes here. As you can see, last 4 games, 14, 12, 10, and 10. And the rebound chances too, 17, 16, 14, and 12 in those 4 games of rebound chances. And again, like I said, the big thing is, as long as Quickly's on the bench, the ball's going to be in his hands. So if you wanted to look at rebounds and assists with him as well, you can come down there at 16 rebounds and assists. Again, he cleared all 4 games as well. So just depends on which way you want to go with this. Really, he's going to play heavy minutes. Ball's going to be in his hands. If we look up at the matchup, he plays a little all over. He has the ball in his hands, point guard position. So it's kind of like hard to put a position on him when Quickly is out there. Again, he'll play point guard a little bit. He's all over the court. So yeah, I'm going to start with the 8 here, but if you want to go 16 rebounds and assists, again, perfectly fine with that. So there are 3 picks for you to consider in your selection process today. Again, if you don't have that PrizePicks account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg. Play $5, get $50 instantly. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. And like always, I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.